While you will continue to place hearing aid orders as normal through the manufacturer or buying group, tracking orders in Blueprint allows you to quickly prepare manufacturer order forms, track outstanding orders, and generate a clinic-specific purchase agreement. The process of tracking new patient hearing aid orders in Blueprint is built to mirror the 3 steps commonly taken by clinics: ordering hearing aids from the manufacturer or buying group, receiving the order at the clinic, then delivering the aids to your patient when they come to your clinic for the fitting. In this video, we will be walking through the whole process. You can begin the order in one of 3 spots. The first is from the patient browser by highlighting the patient name and selecting the Order button in your main toolbar. From anywhere within the patient profile by selecting that same button, or from the Hearing Aids tab and selecting Order New Aid at the bottom. Any of these options will open up the Create New Order tab. Here you will see your entire hearing aid catalog. We at Blueprint Solutions maintain a hearing aid catalog for all regions and pricing for our Canadian clinics. All other item types will be maintained by your practice. At the top of this window, you can adjust the location, which will impact which location is credited with this order for your reports, as well as adjust your ship to location. If you need to change your bill to location, you can do so by clicking this dropdown. You can use the quick find and manufacturer filters to help you sort through your catalog. For example, if this patient is going with the Oticon Zeals, I can filter for only Oticon items and search for the Zeal model. To add to cart, we're first going to highlight the model we're looking for, and you'll need to make sure that the prescriber is set. If the prescriber is blank, you will not be able to add to your cart. Once you confirm your prescriber, you can also set the fitter, which is optional, so it is okay to leave this set to none. Whether this is none or a specific provider, you will also be able to confirm the fitter during the deliver step of this process. To add the item to your order, you'll need to set a side, so left, right, or other. In this case, the patient is going to get 2 aids, and when you pick your side, you will be prompted for color and notes. You can skip this step by hitting OK or the X button. Otherwise, you can enter your details here. Any details that are entered for the first side will automatically fill in for the second. When you're ready to navigate to the next step, you can hit the next arrow at the bottom or any of the tabs at the top. For example, if I didn't need any orderable items, I could skip straight to Add Service, Batteries, and Accessories. I'm going to go ahead and hit Next at the bottom. And here you can add any of your orderable items. As a reminder, any items from here on out are custom to your system and maintained by your practice. For my patient, I'm going to go ahead and add a set of molds. And please note that not all orderable items will be side-specific. Some might only have the option for other. Just like adding hearing aids, you select your side and enter your color and notes, or skip. The next step in the order process is adding services, batteries, and accessories. If you're familiar with our quick sale tool, the steps here are exactly the same. The rest of your items are organized into 4 different categories: services, batteries, accessories, and bundles. To add any of these items, all you'll need to do is double-click. There is also a search bar here at the top to help you find items more quickly. If you need to adjust the quantity of any of these items we've added, you can do so by clicking under the quantity column. The last step is going to be the Allocate Costs tab. At the top, you can adjust all of your order details, including the order date, the location, and again, this would impact your reporting and your ship to location. You can adjust the provider on the invoice, the referral source, and your referring provider. Finally, you can adjust the invoice template as needed. Under this Order Items section, you can remove any items added in error, adjust the quantity of any services, batteries, and accessories, and the pricing. If I were to increase the price of any of these items, all I need to do is enter the amount and hit enter on my keyboard. The system will not prompt me for any additional information unless I decrease the price. For example, let's say I'm only going to charge $100 for this hearing aid fitting. Once I hit enter, the system will prompt me for a discount reason. Please note that this list is configurable in your setup menu, meaning this is custom to your clinic. Once you hit update, you will see the amount entered populate in your discount column. You can also add discounts by double-clicking in the discount column for the applicable item and entering the details from here. On the right, you have your subtotal column, which will be the total price of your items after any discounts. The last column is where you can confirm if the item is tax exempt or taxable. If any of your items are marked as being taxable, you will see a line item added and the tax totaled here. Under the cost allocation section, you'll notice a line for deposit paid. If you follow this line over to the right and double-click under the covered amount column, you will be able to receive a deposit for this order. Here you can add any details such as date, memo, amount received, payment method, and reference number if applicable. You can also adjust which location this money is coming from. Once you save your deposit, you will see 3 numbers here. First is patient payable, which in my case matches the subtotal. Then our deposit paid. And finally at the bottom, your remaining amount due. Next is the notes section. In this window, there are a few different tools you can use to help you quickly write the note, including text snippets, voice-to-text dictation, and Blueprint AI, which will allow you to rewrite and proofread what you've written. When you finish your note, make sure to hit save. From here, there are a few options at the bottom. If you'd like to close without saving, you can hit this close button or the X at the top. You have the option to create a quote, but please note that creating a quote does not save your order. This only generates a copy to print out or email to your patient. If you would like to save a draft of your order, you can do so by selecting Save as Draft. If the patient is ready to proceed with the order, make sure to save your order. After saving, the system will ask if you would like to generate an order form. Selecting yes will show you a list of all of our manufacturer-specific order forms on file. This is a library that we maintain, and if you would like a form added, please send in a support ticket and we would be happy to help. Once you select your order form, any patient or device-specific information will populate on that form. Blueprint is also able to populate your clinic information and the patient's recent audiogram. Once you add your finishing touches, you can send the form directly to the manufacturer by email or fax. After saving your order, you will be able to view it in the patient file and in your orders module. If any errors were made or the patient decides to cancel their order, what you can do is right-click any of these items and go to Order Details. This will open up to the Allocate Costs tab, and you can go back by selecting the back button at the bottom or any of the tabs at the top. You can update any of the details you see here, and at this point, add and remove items. If the patient would like to cancel, you can select Cancel Order at the bottom. If you do make changes, make sure you hit Update Order before proceeding. Please keep in mind that Blueprint will not create an invoice for any ordered items until they are delivered. At this point in our process, if we go to Sales History, you will see the deposit we received, but you will not see any invoice for this order. Blueprint will not generate an invoice until all items on the order are delivered. Back in the Hearing Aid tab, or the Orders module, when the package comes into the clinic, we can then receive our hearing aids. Right-clicking any of the items will present two options: Receive Items or Receive Items with Bill. If you have our QuickBooks integration, the vendor bills that you enter can sync to QuickBooks. Entering a bill is what sets the cost of goods in your reports. If you receive the items without entering a bill, the reports will refer to whatever pricing you have in your setup menu. If you receive without bill, you can always enter it later under the Accounting dropdown by selecting Enter Bill. In this example, we're going to go ahead and receive with bill, and this is when we get to enter our serial numbers. Because we're entering with bill, we will need to enter an invoice number. This will come from the manufacturer. You can adjust the location this bill is for, and the invoice date. You can enter the serial numbers manually by clicking into any of these cells, or if you have a barcode scanner, you can select Scan Serial Numbers at the bottom. From here, you'd be able to scan the packaging of each item, and Blueprint would enter it for you. Blueprint is compatible with any USB plug-in barcode scanner. Once I enter all of my serial numbers, I can then also confirm the battery. Whichever option we select for our top item will drop down to everything below. You can continue to adjust items individually as needed. The cost column will populate whichever manufacturer pricing you have set in your setup menu. If you need to adjust the cost of any of your items, you can do so by clicking into the cell. Just make sure to hit enter after you're done. This will determine the cost of goods in any of your reports. If you do not have our QuickBooks integration, you can click into the tax column to set any of your items as taxable. Next, you have the manufacturer and loss and damage warranty expiration dates. Both of these default periods can be configured by our team to a length of your choosing. This can be set by criteria such as manufacturer, model, insurer, and more. If you're interested, please create a support ticket. If you only need to adjust for this order, you can click any of the dates to do so. Finally, you can adjust your color and notes if needed by clicking into the relevant cells. At the bottom, you can add any expense items if needed. For example, if I needed to add shipping and handling, I could click into this expense account, choose the relevant account, and add a description. Then all I need to do is add the cost. Once you've added all of your details, you can select Save at the bottom, and your order will be in received status. Please note that at this point, you will not be able to cancel the order. If the patient decides they no longer want to proceed, you will need to deliver and then return or void the invoice. Now that we've received our items, we can see they have much more detail, including the serial number we've entered, the battery, and the warranty and loss and damage expiration. You'll also see if you click on any of these items that the history is starting to build out, including the date they were ordered and received at the clinic. Anytime the items are received, whether for the initial order or a loss and damage replacement in the future, that receive line will include the serial number at that time. It is important to note at this stage that none of these items should be returned. It is important to only return once all of the items have been delivered and are in active status. Delivering items in a received status can cause issues that require assistance from our technical team in order to fix. After you've received your order, there is an optional third step. Right-clicking any of these items will allow you to check the item. Selecting this will update the status to reflect that the item was checked and add this to the history. This is meant to indicate that someone at the clinic physically reviewed the item to make sure it was in working condition. All of these steps will also create a journal entry, so we know exactly who checked the item and the date and time it was done. Checking the item does not require any additional steps, and again, is fully optional. Now comes the last step, The patient has come in for their fitting, and we're ready to generate the invoice. You can right-click any of the items and select Deliver All Items. Optionally, you can deliver one at a time, but as a reminder, you will not receive an invoice until all of these items are in active status. So I'm going to go ahead and deliver all items, and the system will ask us to confirm the fitter. I'm going to leave it at Martha and hit OK. Before we generate the invoice, we will have a final opportunity to adjust any of these details as needed. Everything that you see here on the Allocate Cost tab can be adjusted. The only thing that you cannot do is remove any of the hearing aids or orderable items. Attempting to do so will present a warning message explaining that they cannot be removed at this time. Again, if any of these items were added in error, you will need to first deliver and then void or return. However, you can remove any services, batteries, and accessories, or if you go back by selecting the back arrow at the bottom or the tab at the top, you can continue to add additional items. Once everything looks good, you can select Save at the bottom. And if you have any accessories that have serial number in the Setup menu, you will then, at this point, be prompted to enter that information. After you save your order, the invoice printout will be automatically generated, and you can start to receive payment. For our US customers that have the integrated payment processing, you can also request online payment. Receiving payment looks very similar to receiving a deposit. You'll enter your details and then save, and the invoice will automatically update to include that new payment received. Back in the patient file, all of our items will now reflect an active status. In the sales history, we will also have our invoice and any payments received. If you see that your invoice has a caution triangle like so, that means there's a remaining balance. Hovering over will show you the amount, or you can check Show Open Balance, and it will show you only what is left. To receive additional payments, you do not have to open up that invoice printout. All you need to do is right-click the sale, and you can receive Apply Payment from here. Note that anytime you receive an additional payment, the system will automatically generate an updated invoice for you. If you ever need to print a new copy of the invoice, all you need to do is right-click the sale and print, view, email, or fax. So there's no need to archive your invoices, as they can be generated quickly. Finally, if you need to edit this invoice, highlight the sale and navigate down to Edit Invoices at the bottom. Here, you will be able to edit any of the details like we could before, including adding and removing services, batteries, and accessories. Just make sure to save any changes once you're finished. That is how you process a new hearing aid order for a patient. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out our user guide or YouTube channel for additional resources. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or submit a support ticket.